Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the press, and I'm excited to see you back again after we inform you that we have resumed our press briefing. And the part of the matter that even when we called you at the immediate time, you will always show face because of the interest of gathering the news to share with the Liberian people, and because of the passion you also have for this profession. On behalf of the Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism, Honorable Legislative Julius Brennan, all of the deputies, assistant ministers, supervisors, directors. Of course, we are in the Christmas season. And just for the laughter, all of you, before Saturday, you should be able to present my Christmas. We are here, and the work you do, I've always said to you that if you are not recognized today, you'll be recognized tomorrow. Just believe in what you do, my friend. But do it well. If you can hold your camera, hold it well. If you can carve an editorial headline, be in a position every day in the newsroom to bring out the best headline. If you are used to microphone, handle your microphone well. For whatever you do, history will touch you. So I'd like to thank you. Of course, like I have said from the onset of our previous present, when we resumed, I told you that moving forward up to the inauguration, we'll be having different phases for the smooth transition of the incoming government. Yesterday, just for the sake of the Liberian people and our friends listening to us in Lofa, in Sino, in Grand Cape Mount, in Maryland, in Bond, or wherever you find yourself, yesterday we lighted the Christmas tree. You remember the Bible says, let there be light, and there was light. So that Christmas tree's lighting signifies a great light to our nation. So His Excellency, the President of this nation, switched on the Christmas tree yesterday, and all of us, in our week way, we have to celebrate Christmas. Today's press briefing will be addressed. Some of you and I were born in the 80s. And that voice, when you hear that voice, you will know who the person is. So today press briefing, and when she mounts the stage, apparently she will also be able to introduce, if the need be, to introduce those who pass the company her. Other people call her auntie. I'd like to introduce to the Liberian people through you, Madam Mianta Formula, National Chairperson, Inaugural Committee for the Inauguration Officers. Excellency Joseph Juma Bwaka, President-elect of the Republic of Liberia, the state.
Yesterday, I learned something from my sister Julian. The traditional way that we greet each other. How to my global people down here, to my five people, to my five young men, and to the rest of you. I will learn it someday. It is a pleasure, really, a great pleasure to have the honor bestowed on me by His Excellency, elect Joseph M. Walker, to head this committee, the inaugural committee. I want to thank all Nigerians for a peaceful, sensible election. We know we can do it. It is not about one winning or the other losing. It's about Liberia winning and staying peaceful. So I want to say thank you to all our people for their participation in this election. I also want to thank the Unity Party for supporting the President's decision to have me chair this committee. Inauguration. Inauguration. It is not a talent show. It is not a jamboree. It is a sacred ceremony when we transition from one government to the other. A solemn, sacred ceremony where individuals will be taking the oath to defend you and me. And that is the vision I have seen for this inauguration. I see this inauguration as a renaissance in our country, showcasing the best that we have, bringing forth the best that we have, showing to the world, all those who are coming, that indeed Liberians have a culture. Liberians have something to offer the world. And hopefully that is what we will see at all the different events that I'm going to lay out here. Our celebration starts on the 19th of January. On that day, it's a Friday, so we are having the traditional standard Muslim Islamic prayer service at the mosque on Benson Street. On Saturday, we're taking into consideration that we have 3/4 of our population consists of young people. And for them, they want to hear, well, Wizkid or Buga or whatever, but we have those talents here as well. So on Saturday, the 20th, at the SKT Stadium in the foyer, not on the field, don't want FIFA to fine us, but there will be a youth concert. We call it the Kukatono Youth Concert, where all Nigerian artists who are in this country, and some are even coming from abroad, paying their own tickets, where we'll have a parade of our own generic talent. On Sunday is the customary intercessory service, and that will be held at the Church of His Excellency Joseph M. Waka at the Effort Baptist Church in Painesville. That will begin at 10 o'clock. Now, when our guests come, what do they see beside the taxis and the kekes and people walking the street? Sunday afternoon, we've reserved for the exhibition of our arts and culture. It will be mounted in the gardens of the Centennial Pavilion, where we would invite those who have come in early to just come walk around and see Liberian artifacts from all over the regions. We're bringing it in. And that is one of my favorite events. And I definitely hope that people will come and see what we have, buy what we have. Visitors can buy and things, and our traders and people can make some cash during the season. And then the big day, Monday, the 22nd. It's a long day. It starts very early, for me anyway. But the inaugural ceremonies always start by 8 o'clock in the morning. It is going to be held at the Capitol building because the legislatures have oversight of this constitutional duty. So we will be in the Capitol for the swearing in. Hopefully a beautiful, meaningful program that all Liberians who are invited will come, attend, and then afterwards we'll give you a little feeding. Not belly food feeding. And say bye-bye. Now, there are some extra inaugural events that our committee simply coordinating. And everybody was, and then we're not having a ball, we're not having a ball, you know. But there are people who are coming, they say they've got their dresses, you know, the Decembrists are coming. I think we'll have over 500 coming for this inauguration, and afterwards they want to dance and enjoy themselves. So we've outsourced, we've invited rather, prominent institutions for them to host their balls, do everything. Once it won't cost us any money. And I can tell you all there will be about 4 to 5 different balls on the night of the 22nd. I hope I'm not jumping the ship, but I'm jumping the ship. But one of those balls I've heard from that I'm excited about is that the Chamber of Commerce will be hosting our Rescue Economy Ball. So wonderful things are happening. That same day, because we are from the old school, we hope to have a parade of floats representing the 15 counties and a presidential float. That is from our memory, and I think people will enjoy it. All the floats must show what they produce, what they are known for, what we can exhibit as people from our different regions. So that is the program for the inauguration. Good. Oh my goodness. Yes. That's what I like. Um, a theme, very easy theme. I'm not in it, but I've been doing it forever. Who got to know? Who got to know? That's all. For this inauguration. Thank you all very much.
I'd like to say for the record that this Ministry of Information Affairs and Security, as mandated by the President of this country, His Excellency George, and we have to collaborate with the transitional team. This ministry, headed by Radical Julius, has been very active, liaising with the media team uh, from the incoming government. And I'd like to say for the record again that we are being in touch with them and we are happy working with them. Auntie Mianta, as she is commonly called, or Madam Mianta Fondus, came along with distinguished personalities that I'd like to recognize. Of course, some of us, some of you may know, some of them may not. And they will come and make a brief statement. If it is, if I'm using the word if, journalistic and diplomatic word, if some people call him Chris, some people call him Chris Massacre. Colonel Chris Massacre, former of the police, Marilyn Allison is here, Ambassador Kennedy is here, Edwin Fumler is here, Ambassador GDN is here, and my professional colleague Philip is here from the communication. And of course, I think Philip will have, Philip is coordinating along with Mr. Legible Julius Brenny, coordinating is that the soft media? Media communication. Channing, Philip, and Julius, Legible Julius Brenny are coordinating that committee. And so you can ask a question. And if you want to make a statement, then of course. But if not, you can ask a question. So Madam Bianca Fongler, who is a national chairperson in inaugural committee for the inauguration of His Excellency the President-elect Republic of Liberia, Ambassador Joseph and Waka. So you ask a question. I'm also tempted to forget my diplomatic cycle to recognize Thompson. She's also here with me.
Thompson.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Good morning, members of the Fourth Estate. As Mr. Choko said, I'm from the General Steering Committee I'm heading the subcommittee on communications and media. I'm the joint campaign leader, I'm a journalist myself, at training. And so we are helping, because as the chairperson said, it's about Liberia. And so our committee has been working with the authorities of the Ministry of Information because it is a statutory responsibility of this ministry to publicize these public events. And so we have been meeting here. And so on that day, we try to also add some flavor to what has been happening. We are intent on coming out with a special edition of New Liberian newspaper that will be published before the inauguration so that guests coming will carry copies. And so in this manner, we are sending out a request to people who know the president-elect and the vice president-elect who may want to just send some poems, some short stories, some fun memories about them so that the information can be included in the special edition of the New Library newspaper that will be coming out. And so we look forward to working with the media. We are trying as much as possible to ensure that the media institutions across Liberia should cover this event. In rural places, it's a national duty. We ask people to relay whatever will be broadcast on that day, because at the end of the day, we want the message to go across. Everybody cannot come to the grounds of the Capitol building, but if we coordinate very well and cooperate with security people, I think that that's a big done. So thank you so much for coming. I will now leave this floor for a question and answer that will be moderated by Mr. Lawrence Palmer of the Information Ministry. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any reports?
The voice of veteran journalist Jonathan Benedict,
1,000 apologies. You're going to go my
voice
I
the
forgot.
director of communication for
One of
the
the most important
inauguration.
events. On that same Saturday, the 20th, there will be what we call a Green Day, and that is going to be mounted at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium. It will be an agricultural fair. You know, our president-elect is a farmer. Number one on his manifesto is agriculture. So that exhibition, the cows, the goats, the pigs, the vegetation of Liberia, everything will be mounted on the Green Day at the ATS Stadium. And because I took my glasses off. So really, I see another point that I forgot to make in terms of, listen, we're getting some important guests. Some very important and high profile guests. And so I want to ask all of us to be on our best behavior. We have our brothers and sisters from the ECOWAS region coming in. I've received word we're receiving a high-powered delegation from Italy, also the Netherlands, also the Black Congress of the United States of America, and also shared interest that we would like to be here. So like I said, this is the Renaissance. People are coming in for the first time, many of them, and we need to show them that we are indeed a dignified people. I want to tell you a quick story. I don't know how many of you have heard of the actor Ossie Davis. Ossie Davis is part of the American Royal Air Force in something like 1944, during the Second World War. And they came to Liberia. They were stationed at Firestone, at Roberts Field Airport, that's where it was built. And they interacted with Liberians in smell, taste, etc. And I heard this man, on television in America, 1968. Why did I do that? Yes, I heard Oscar Davis on television, 1968 in America, talking about his memories in Liberia. And the commentator asked him, "And what were the people like?" He said, "Oh, a very proud people." He said, "Even the beggars are proud." And the commentator said, "Explain that." He said, "They're so proud that when you tip them when they beg you, they will look at the money first before they thank you." Yeah. Don't, you can't go fast saying, "My hey, what's up?" But I remember that. See, even the beggars are proud. We were proud people, and let us be proud again. Your questions? Please.
Thank you. Let me just quickly pass this information over. For those of you who have a tentative report a son at the Capitol building, we are doing the accreditation. We're not going to accredit you from outside. One, for example, Inquirer newspaper has a reporter, a son at the legislature. That reporter will be accredited to the EPS. We won't take any other person from Inquirer newspaper. Example, if you don't have any reporter assigned there, please submit the name to public affairs. If you have reporter assigned at the executive mansion offering the president, we will not take anybody from your institution. The list from the executive mansion will be forwarded at the public affairs department that will be accredited. Thank you. Please ask the question.
Thank you. My name is Elijah Pine, and I report for Capital FM 14 TV. I listened to your deliberation. Thank you very much for putting out this. And I want to know who are those that are to be at Capital Building in terms of political parties or other dignitaries that are Liberians. Because according to you, we'll have some half-hour education that will be there. And we'll also have partisan trooping in as well. In the compound and also in the chambers. Who are those that will be present?
Well, we are making provisions for 4,000 invitees. And those invitees and those who will lead in the capital, first of all, our legislature, their wives, the Supreme Court, justices in attendance, and then of course we have our international guests, representatives of the United Nations and other international partners and bodies that we work with, the EU, and also our international guests. And yes, and the rest of us Liberians will consist of all political parties, non-political parties, those Liberians who, we've recognized and are obligated to invite. So they will make up the 4,000.
Thank you. My name is William Phillips. I write for the New Liberian newspaper. I will say thank you, Edwin Yata. Really, we have a few questions for you. Please answer them. The public want to know. Can you tell us how much it costs for the committee to host the inauguration? How much it costs in dollars? My next question has to do with it was alleged that the inaugural committee was dissolved and then it was being reconstituted. I want to speak to that also.
Okay.
The third question here has to do with the cleaning up of Monrovia. We see some team passing around sweeping the city, and saying they are volunteers working every day break. We see a huge debt on the broad street. What is the committee doing to ensure that there will not be debt around the city? As you said, some guests, international guests, will be coming. And then again, I want you to please be specific as to who are some of the dignitaries we're expecting, especially from the United States of America. We didn't need better things from that side. And finally, I will let the close on please.
I want to go for him. I want to up.
No, I'm trying to listen to him. I didn't realize he was coming to bring 10 questions to me as if I'm sitting in an examination.
Let's go back. Okay, let's go back.
The first one.
The first question, how much do we expect the local committee to spend?
Our subcommittee is still working with the government. And I will tell you something. If it was left to me, we spend $1 million, but we haven't even gone beyond $500,000. So the Liberian people need not worry that their money is being spent foolishly. Next question.
Then the next question is going to be specific. Who are those who expect to come from a traditional ally in the United States to Liberia to witness the inauguration?
Can we take the questions?
No. I mean, that's I'm sorry to say, I'm sure the United States will be sending a representative. We haven't been told the name yet, okay? But if you are waiting to hear that Joe Biden is coming, I don't think you will get that because myself will tell the woman, let's see, right where he is and send you a representative. Yes, thank you.
The next question, and there was also rumor that the local committee was dissolved because, according to information, the UPS alliance or some other political parties members were not involved in putting together or that committee. How do you speak to that?
Sir, 800 and some odd thousand of us voted for Joseph Nima Boyka. And every single one of those people feel that they should be on an inaugural committee. It's not possible. We have gone to get those people who can do the work, who can execute the work, and we have tried to balance it. I didn't make a choice. The Unity Party made a choice, and we tried to pick those that we could work with. So the whole idea about our committee is scrapped, that's just hearsay. That's the haters.
Thank you. The final question. That is about the diet. Every now and then people clean the diet for what we see. The next morning, there are huge garbages all around the city.
There was a young lady yesterday in the joint transitional meeting by the name of Miss Jackie McCain, and she was pleading for help for the cleaners in the street. You know, I mean, we can get all the volunteers we want. If we don't have the tools to work with, if we don't have the trucks to remove the dirt and take it to Cheesemanburg or wherever the landfill is, we have to get rakes, we have to get brooms, we have to get gloves. It is not free. And she was there pleading to this committee to at least allot some money in this inaugural budget to allow for us to clean this city.
Thank you very much. My name is Prince Jeremy. I report for Talk TV. Thank you. My question has to do with, I think you have already said, but this one you follow. In 2017, we witnessed the inauguration of President George Weah at the Samuel Kanye who spoke confident that for Liberians from all walks of life in the jubilance movement. This time around as Joseph Boyka, who was voted as commoners, the demonstrating masses, that the inauguration is taken to the capital. Don't you think it's another means of denying the ordinary people seeing their president?
You will see it like that. When I watched Joe Biden's inauguration and Prince Charles's coronation, I didn't see everybody in the church. Anyway, that's a sideline. Like I say, my brother, the president-elect told me he wanted a small and low-key inauguration because we did not have the money. And it was the decision of my senators that we should have the inauguration at the Capitol because the legislature oversees the ceremony of the swearing in of the president of Liberia. And I followed their instruction. And even trying to fit 4,000 people in to the grounds is going to be difficult. But when you start putting the argument that the reason why we should go into the Samuel Kando Stadium is to get more people, etc., we are making provisions. This inaugural committee is making provision for an amount of money to be distributed to the 73 districts of this country so that they too can celebrate where they are, emphasizing on the children and the elderly. Every single county is going to get a little first, cook a little rice, find the balloons for the children to play with, and give them a lovely day. And that is how we are reaching out to the people. Young man, someone brought to my attention most recently when the discussion of the venue came in, said, Entemiata, the Constitution of Liberia says the president must be sworn in Monrovia, not Painesville. That's for the gentleman who wants to know why we're not going to Painesville. Next question.
I'm Jason Charlie, journalist for the Information Ministry.
What is that last
My
question?
question is very simple, and I hope Ambassador Ellie to answer this question. It has to do with entertainment. What manner form the shape? Where we only cultural performance or we see something like refreshment?
Are you serious, sir?
What you mean?
My children call it nutrition. Julie, you want to answer the gentleman at your fair that you will be having? Will you have nutrition for the We'll have some water. I promise you that. We'll have some nice cold water.
Just to add up, thank you for every time I see or listen to your music, especially when you sing or you celebrate the states. We perform on that day.
No, I won't. No. People are asking me that, but the rate at which I'm going, I'm having meetings, I'm running here, I'm running there. It's not necessary for you to hear me sing. We've got beautiful